Hi, ladies and gentlemen. I think the title explains itself, right? You don't see this every day. Drag queens hosting children's event explain themselves. We're gonna watch this video. Oh, money, money!
So we just got done with the Drag Your Kid to Pride event at Misster in downtown Dallas, and I am here with.
Noelle Sinclair.
And what is your name?
I am Ariel Diamond.
How do you think the event went today?
I think it was amazing. I never get to perform in front of children. Performing in front of children, I have 6 other younger siblings. So it was very emotional. I loved it. It was probably one of the best shows I've ever done.
What do you say to conservative parents that wouldn't bring their children to an event like this?
Why? Here's the thing. I don't think that there is any kind of issue with exposing children to this because, especially if your child is in the community or you may think they are, I just think that drag is educational.
Do you think that exposing children to drag will lead children to do drag in the future in the long run?
Not if they don't want to do drag. I'm a gay man and I don't want to do drag. So I don't think, no, absolutely not.
It's not grooming, it's not...
No, it's not grooming. You guys had me there. I was trying to be nice. But when you say it's not grooming, you think that somebody that dresses like you, do the clothes on like you, and everybody's like, yeah. You're not motivating them to go in a specific direction, really? You actually think that the human psychology is not motivated to do something, to feel acknowledged by a huge amount of people, especially kids that want to please their parents a lot. And usually if the parents do not have a good relationship, this is gonna be even better. Especially if they don't feel like a man or feel like a woman, they feel a little lost, they're trying to find themselves, and you come with more ideas so they get even more confused. Okay, man, lady, you're the boss. I'm trying to be nice today because if I smile, YouTube likes the video. It's a positive content the way I'm talking.
You will be what you are. We're not going to turn you into something else because you come and see this event.
Yeah, tell all the guys that go to prison and come out LGBTQ. They weren't forced to do anything. They were groomed a different way. Okay. Yeah! Woo! Oh, they're training them. 1, 2.
Do you think exposing children to drag will result in more kids doing drag eventually?
I think so, and I hope so because like I said, it's the biggest confidence booster. Yes, it can be negative at times, but I think that drag builds confidence.
Do you think exposing kids to drag will make more children go into drag eventually?
I feel like yes, because I feel drag is...
Isn't that grooming? Isn't that grooming? Isn't that grooming? And you know what? Even if I gave you the benefit of a doubt, if trans is being a person that does math and engineering or nurse or whatever at a very high level, right? I won't mind. Study. But no, you're showing your body parts, sexualizing yourself, letting kids do that, and you're celebrating that. Come on, people. I don't want any kid to expose to them that the only thing that can make them happy is likes. We already have crazy people on Instagram. You want to teach kids they can't even have a normal life? They want to start that then? In real life with a real person? Man. Yeah. Look at that. I don't know what I have to say about this in a nice way.
It's such like an art form. There's so much dancing, there's hair, there's wigs, there's makeup.
Oh.
There's so many things that kids will love to experience with. So I feel like a lot of kids will want to dabble in everything that's going on in drag.
Do you think exposing children to drag will lead them to do drag in the future themselves?
Potentially, if someone's really into fashion or they see themselves up there with those queens. And I think that could be
queens.
Before I started doing drag, I was just some little gay boy running these streets.
Which I don't mind. But the thing is, I don't understand why you have to make a show about that so sexual. It doesn't make any sense. Kids don't think so much to attract people in a sexual way. They're either funny or they're crazy or they do weird stuff or they like a sport. They do something. But I don't like the idea that you're exposing your body, especially when this will attract specific kind of people that we don't want our kids around. And you want to make this normal? Come on.
But now I feel like a fully realized confident
nice.
person because of drag. And I think that even if the kids aren't doing drag, I just think seeing a confident figure is so beneficial for children. So, yeah.
What do you say to the children whose parents wouldn't bring them to an event like this?
There is love. If you're not feeling it from your parents, someone loves you. We love you. I'm getting emotional.
I bet. Which word can I use? Maps. Yeah. Minor attracted person.
Do you think that drag is normal behavior that we should push into the mainstream?
Yeah.
Oh, they want to use the Christianity? Yeah. But when you want to preach Christianity, oh, that's bad. Look at that message. It's not gonna itself for kids. Why do you want to say, okay, wait, sir or miss, queen, what is not gonna lick itself? What is it gonna do? Balagadim bam. Oh, tick. Some of them are small because of too much of not testosterone, the other one, the feminine version thing that they take, and the people become mini Smurf, right? So anyway, yeah, I do my research because you can only defend yourself if you react in the proper way, in a decent way, because the moment you react aggressively, you're a right wing. We don't want your people over here, you black person.
What do you say to the conservative parents that wouldn't bring their kids to something like this?
I mean, it's very hard, especially like a conservative family. It's hard being a child and like growing up with such a religious or like conservative household. It's so hard. I guess be patient with your child, learn with them because they're learning too. They don't know what's going on. So be patient, learn with them, learn as well, educate yourself, try to be a better parent.
Noelle!
What I find kind of weird is that even if the kid does not want to be dragged, aren't you teaching them something is bad when they start to see how people react in a hetero way or even LGBTQ? But the point is you're celebrating something that I don't think is normal around kids. I don't want my girl to think that they need to go to a place, show their body, and that is the way they have to live their life and get the money from the people like you're showing them right here. It doesn't make any sense. These people have no moral. They only think selfishly about themselves because they want the acknowledgement from as many people as possible. And because they don't get it, well, let's get it from the kids then. The most vulnerable.
What do you think is maybe the benefit of exposing children to drag and to, pride events?
It's crazy because this stuff isn't like taught in school. You're not allowed to see all this. It's not mainstream. I mean, it is like becoming mainstream. So like, I feel, I don't know. That is just a hard question for me, to be honest.
This weekend especially is just a really big weekend for everyone to be themselves in a community where they know they're accepted, except for these assholes outside.
Can you speak a little about that and your thoughts on what is going on outside?
I expected it, but like, I don't know. I just think that if you are here to protect children, let the children be themselves.
Let the children be themselves? What are you on about? You bring kids there, you get money from the sponsors, you don't tell them what you're going to do, people are gonna complain, and in the end they lost all the money from the sponsor because they didn't even know they were going to do that. You try to have a show with money from people that you're not telling them what you're going to do. That's fraud. Now you don't have the money and you're sad. Oh no, we don't have money because of the conservative. No, it's parents. You can't even make a baby and you want to tell us how we need to educate them? Hey man, you do you. But find your love, find your thing, and Gucci. But why should I educate my baby the way you wished your life starter. That doesn't make any sense. Make your life amazing and attract the people that love you around you and make your village in a city. That's it.
You people are the symptom of a dying society, and you know it.
You're scaring children. Shut the
We're
fuck
scaring
up.
children.
Shut the
But
fuck
not you.
up. Shut the fuck up. Shame.
You are child
Shame
abusers,
on you.
and you're not a real woman.
Shame on you. 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 Shame on you.
Regardless of what's happening on outside, like I said, it's what's happening in the building, and we were here for these children to show them that they are loved. So, yeah.
What do you say to the children that, you know, whose parents wouldn't bring them to something like this?
That they have a place here. They have people who will support them and continue to love on them. And I'm so sorry that their family doesn't give them that, but they can find family in others.
Family and others. Well, then adopt one and go have fun building that kid. Don't go take kids when people work so hard educating their kids. Give them all the hardest part and you're going to be like, yay, we're going to have a show. We're going to change everything and bada bing, bada boom. It doesn't make any sense. If you want to do something different with your kid, you do you. But I don't want to help my kid go in a direction while in general, most of the people that go here don't even have a stable relationship. I want my kid to have a stable relationship the way I found it. Not a funky funky bam bam, I cannot make a baby. And then in the end, you're still single, alone, depressed. Because most of these people, they end up alone. They can't keep a relationship. Marriage, they don't even last. Check the lesbians, even worse. It doesn't work at all. So I don't care if you're non-binary, trans, all these things that exist. All I'm saying is, do something stable and attract the right people. But don't do ninja shows, not telling people what you're going to do with their money and go do that around kids. Of course parents are going to come after you. Does that make any sense? Oh, my kid, they talk to you.
Do you think that drag is something that should be pushed into the mainstream?
It already is, whether people know it or not. A lot of the sayings they use and stuff came straight from RuPaul's Drag Race, and so they're taking it over, like shade and tea, and all of that is a big part of what's already in the straight community, and they just are embracing it even though they don't understand where it came from.
Do you like dancing for little children? You don't think that's disgusting? Dancing around for little children? Don't you think that's disgusting? You don't think that's...
Get the fuck away.
Hey, well, you can't just touch me. You don't think that's disgusting?
You touch me.
You don't
Your
think
mom's
that's
a bitch.
disgusting?
Go on.
You don't think that's disgusting? Dancing for little children. You should be ashamed of yourself dancing for little children. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I fuck him. Is he a child? No.
You guys dance at little children. You should be ashamed of yourselves. You're disgusting. Think about what you just did. Okay, that's fine, but you danced naked in front of little children. You did.
Oh, that's the organizer. That's the organizer.
Dance in front of little children.
And what would you say to the kids whose parents wouldn't bring them to something like this?
So if it was me and I were to see someone, and what I would want someone to say to me is just love yourself. It's not always going to be like this. Put yourself first. Try to feel as happy as you can all the time. It's going to get better.
So I don't know how we reached this moment. It's unique. It's special. The fact that you can show so much of your body parts to kids because you're just expressing yourself with half breasts, which I'm not sure if real or not, with pee-pee tucked in, which they're teaching already at school, that nobody says, oh, we're not doing that, but then secretly everybody is freaking trans. And if you try to find out what the heck is happening, the moment as a kid you don't feel comfortable with your masculinity, or a girl with her femininity, you're already drag immediately. You have a voice you don't like, you're drag. You don't like your hair, you're drag. Everything. Or you're hairy, not like most women that don't have a lot of hair, you're drag. You're a guy that doesn't have hair, you're drag. It's like, dude, everybody then is a drag. If you look the definition on Wikipedia, it's like, if you don't like your body, you're drag. Then everybody is drag. It's like the whole media is onto this. I find this so disgusting, and I'm learning about this because I'm like, if somebody comes to talk to me about this, I need to have the facts. I need to talk in a way that they consider me an intelligent person with a good heart trying to push it in a way because it's not 100% helping a lot of people. They're just jumping into a loophole, but you don't teach them how to get out. It's weird. It's really weird because what you're teaching kids is you would only be happy if somebody likes you and you can have funky time with them. You make that their priority. When we know most people that have that as priority don't have a fulfilling life. Sex is amazing, but that is not the reason you should abide your life by. That is the only thing I'm saying. And the fact that you're confusing kids, I was thinking like that when I was 15 about sex. But just telling me, yeah, these kids that are maybe 7 or 6, you want to teach them already? They had babies that could not even walk. You gotta be kidding me, people. I just finished the video right here. Let me know what you think. Because this world is slowly going more crazy. By this standard, I better just tell my kids don't make a baby because end of times is gonna be soon. Let me know what you think. Let me know your opinion. Comment, and subscribe.
Don't get me wrong, ako sa kita bong.